and welcome back to Reactioncast. This is your host Jesus, aka Tyrant Dominus, here to give you another anime review. This time around, we're going to be talking about By the Grace of the Gods, Season 2.
今頃お店の経営、それにスライムの研究に頑張っている頃でしょうか。おはようみんな。今日も一日頑張りましょう。
So we're back at it again with Ryoma and his slimes as we continue his adventures as he runs the laundromat and continues his becoming an adventurer and the like. What's interesting about what they did with season 2 is they kind of retcon a couple things and a couple characters, which is interesting. I believe it's also was animated by a different studio, because this one's was let's see here, double check. I believe this one was, yeah, Maho Films Studios is the one that did this one. Then who did season 1? Let's see here, double check here. Season 1 was done by, okay, why can't I find it? Why can't I find it? The prequel. Yeah, it was Maho Studios. Okay, that's interesting. So they still had... Then why did it look... Because the art style is still pretty nice, clean, simple. Nothing too grand. They kept it... Like, honestly, I didn't have any problem with it. The art style they went with, because it's still transition simple. If you enjoyed the art style from season 1, they kept it. It's not too flashy, pretty plain, but like a nice plain. It just wasn't overwhelmed. Some of the animations weren't as flashy as what you would think, but it's a nice, like, simple anime, because if you enjoyed season 1, season 2 is just another continuation on that. It's a little slower paced, I'll be honest. There were certain scenes and content that, in my opinion, were sadly cut out. Because as I was I've read most of it, By the Grace of Gods, so I was like looking forward for some key moments to be animated, but they were either removed or lessened, and I was like disappointed, because they really not dumbed it down, but simplified it, calmed it, and it was a lot more, I would say, sweeter. And it feels like I'm saying it in a bad way, but it could have been a little bit more. And sometimes other people really want a much more calmer, sweeter anime, and you get it here. And I enjoyed watching it. When it came out, this was my weekly, and every time I got to watch it, it was like nice. But then I kind of always remembered kind of what it was, and like, it could have been a little bit more. But just following Ryoma and his adventures again, and just exploring the world and continuing just making more of the city and doing stuff is fun. If you really liked season 1, like I said earlier, and just want to continue the journey with Ryoma and just his crew, the people of the laundromat, an interesting retcon to a group of characters, which I'm surprised they did, and some new people he meets, some new inventions he makes, then you'll be right on ahead here. But in my opinion, it was, from what I know, it could have been, I'm a little disappointed of just some of the sequences, and some of the action sequences I feel like from season 1 to season 2 were a little bit dumbed down, but they kept some of the other moments a lot, still key, and just the overall just feel of the story. So I'm gonna give this one a 7. It was a good show. It could have been more. I know it could be more. That's the thing. It could be more. Like it's almost a 6. Huh? It might be a 6. It might be a 6. Thinking about it, yeah, I'm gonna go with a 6. This is my 6. It was a fun, sweet show, but I think it could have been a little bit more. Like the style, fine. The music, fine. It's just, I think it could have been a little bit more. Yeah, it just could have floated more. And I think maybe the retcon characters kind of threw me up for a loop, and it just made it a little awkward for me. I'm going to give this one a 6. Actually, yeah, I'm going to go back. 6 out of 10. Still a fine show. And yeah, that's going to really be it. Like I said, if you really want to be back with Ryoma and the Slimes and his adventures, it's a reasonably decent continuation. Would I want more? I would see more if they made more, but I'm content where I'm at. Nothing more I need to really see. So it's fine. Not the most like grandiose finale for season 2, but it was like, okay, sweet. So yeah. Let me know what you guys thought. Did you guys watch it? If you're watching this on YouTube, leave a comment down below. If you're listening to this on Spotify, thumbs up. If you plan to watch it or have watched it, thumbs down. If like, oh, not my cup of tea. Alright then. Thanks again for listening or watching. Until next time. See ya.